Okay, hi Jezreel, welcome to Grid Diaries.
Yeah, hi Dhruv.
Yeah, welcome to the latest edition of Grid Diaries. I think we were on a little bit of a break, but now we're good to be back, and we're really happy to host you. So why don't we just start with a short intro? Just introduce yourself and let everybody know what you do, what's your background, a little bit of that.
Yeah, definitely. Hi everyone. I am Jezreel. I currently work as a customer success executive for our company, Work on Grid. And my role, moreover, involves ensuring our clients derive maximum value from our platform, which is a SaaS solution. And while building also long-term relationship with them, and I'm based out of India, but I work with clients globally and also across India, pan India. Yeah, that's more about it.
So also Jezreel, can you just give like a short intro on what types of industries our clients usually work in?
Yeah, so our clients moreover work in WFM industries, workforce management for smart meters and more utilities. And other than that, we also are working in the F&B environment where we do operational checklists and manage technically the end-to-end operations of a store or a kiosk of a particular F&B client. Apart from that, we also do some fabric manufacturing. We work with some fabric manufacturing industries for their production tracking and also their asset management. We do that too. And there are some other clients which have their unique use cases. Like one of our clients are from non-profit organization, so they do surveys in areas where there are no internet access. So our offline feature also works well for them. They have people going out to take surveys for entrepreneurs, budding entrepreneurs, and they support them. That's also one use case. There are plenty of use cases like this.
Okay, so now that everybody has an idea
Yeah.
that there are a lot of varied use cases that our product Grid is used for, and a lot of these industries you help with getting the maximum out of the product for them. So
Yes.
while you do this, what does a day to day in the life of someone who's in CS looks like?
Day to day, how does a CS person's life look like? So normally it starts with our morning sync where we all come together and we discuss what are the agendas for today, which clients, what are they facing. We work with Shreyansh, who is the CEO of our company, and he tells us about if any new leads are coming up, what use case they are going to build. And after that, once our morning sync is over, we head on to our work, and we also get constant touch with clients. Like let's say if a new client has come up and they are not well aware about the product, they don't know the features of the product, they know what they want, the end solution they know, but how to get to that end solution, that's where we come. And we have to optimize the solution so that there is no time lag anywhere in any step. So we help them out. We constantly ask them what are the minute things regarding their process, regarding their work. Like let's say if we are doing an asset management, we need to know something like who is the supervisor, who has to get the notifications and all. So we have to align all of those things. So for that, we go on continuous calls with them. And once that is done, we sit and we like also sometimes we also ideate with people who are cross functional. Like let's say if someone has already done a project in from the CS team who has much more experience regarding that use case, so we connect with them, we ask them, is there any suggestions for you for this use case? And every company has their own way of working, so there are minute differences across clients also. So we also cater to that, and then we start building the solution. And once we build the solution, we the next step is deploying it. So the deploying part is where mostly we connect with the client so that we train them that this is how it's going to work. And our end CS team's one goal is that we need to make the client self-sufficient to do all of their work. It's
Mhm.
fine for handholding for the initial time, like we are there always, but we want to empower them that they can build their own use cases and their own solutions on the platform itself. So that's one key goal we keep in mind. So we pick a person who we can train them for the product, and we try to like help them optimize the current solution according to the use case. Because at the end, they are the person on the field who's working. So
Of
that's
course.
also one goal we have. Yeah, so that's the more over the day, and then we have the end of the day sync where we tell Shreyansh like what all have the tasks which have been done and what are the tasks which are there for tomorrow and what other requirements we need from the client's end. So all of that happens, and moreover, whenever there are bugs, so let's say there is a solution we have built and there is sudden bugs, which most of the bugs our tech team resolves it in as soon as possible. But we also at office work with the tech team and we constantly connect with them regarding this is an issue, because tech team might solve bugs technically, but some solutions while we are running that use case we get to know, okay, this is something which can be optimized or there's a feature which can be created over here. So we connect with them that this is a feature requirement and we ask them how long would it take, then we give the timeline to the client. That's how it works.
Sounds like a pretty busy day and a day that is full of calls, at least.
A lot of calls, a lot of calls.
Yeah. So, so if while we're talking about a day in the life, and we know that you work with a lot of asset-heavy industries and a lot of varied industries at that. So, just tell me what are some essential skills that someone in CS needs if they're trying to get into this field, and what is something that they can expect?
So the essential skill over here is that we need to understand that I might be well aware about the product. I know end to end about the product, the solution, but the client has not built the solution. So we need to have empathy. First of that, empathy that the client might not know all the nuances regarding the product and how we have thought the solution over. So we need to address the client's pain points and effectively communicate how this solution works for them and how it might empower their existing processes. That's one part. And next is okay, we have built a solution, but during the implementation there is n number of times they face some kind of problems and we need to address those challenges, and we have to have a proactive mindset. Proactiveness is one key thing a customer success should have. So because suddenly we are not like trained to address those problems, there might be new problems every day, so that proactiveness is important. And so we also build dashboards for our clients, right? And we also provide analytics to them. So we need to have a data-driven approach so that we analyze the metrics, and also so that the client or the people who are the management people in the client's organization, they need to also have success, like how much success has this provided to us, this particular operation, how much success has it provided, how has it improved. So all of those metrics need to be provided to them. So a data driven approach is a third thing which customer success should have. And one fundamental thing a customer success for any product should have is product knowledge, a deep understanding of the software, so that we could assist the client efficiently.
Yeah.
Rest, the final thing, which is I think collaboration. Yeah, collaboration with the tech team, the product team, and also with the sales team. How have they planned the entire solution? Do we align with that? So that collaboration is also essential. So these, I think, empathy and also data-driven approach, problem solving, and a product knowledge, that is fundamental for any person. And then lastly, collaboration. These are the essential things I feel.
You've put it very expertly, I feel. And someone who's trying to get into CS, I think they will have a good knowledge, good overview as to what they can expect when they're getting into. But since you mentioned a data-driven approach, so I think I'm gonna irritate you a bit with a little bit of insight. So
Yeah.
can you give us some insight into asset-heavy industry, since we are a tech product? We are a
Yeah.
product-based company. So what is like the current scenario when it comes to asset-heavy industries? Like how technically advanced are they, and what is the pace that they are moving towards being technically advanced?
So right now, I think this week itself, I had visited one of our prospective clients in fabric manufacturing. So what I was surprised to see is that there was one of the first times I visited a client of a traditional industry like fabric manufacturing. So the one thing that stuck to me was that nothing was automated over there. And I was very shocked about that. I was like, we are in 2024 and there is this particular industry that is not at all automated. And I saw so many opportunities for process automation over there. And that's what we suggested to them, that these are things which you can do and this would enhance. So they are not that tech savvy, asset management industries. They are not tech savvy. For example, let's say there's a fabric manufacturing factory floor. There are n number of people who are working on the machines. There are several assets and they are not that tech savvy, so they don't know much about QR codes, barcodes, and etc. So we provide them like QR codes. This is a QR code for a particular asset. You can scan this asset and you can get all the details for that. And let's say if you're doing a preventive maintenance, some preventive maintenance is something which is being transformed to automation in asset heavy industries right now. So preventive maintenance is something that they do every month at least.
Yeah.
And for that case, what happens is that they currently do it in pen and paper. There's a person who has asset to a particular asset. There is a paper, a booklet, and it has certain checkpoints. And a person comes and ticks it. So now let's say there is no data repository for this. How would someone build a dashboard for this so that they see that is this asset good or is this asset costing us a lot of money? So how does that happen? So in that place, that's where our data-driven approach comes up. We are a data warehousing platform also, and we have while we are helping the client to automate their existing processes, we are also capturing historic data with us, which would enrich our dashboard and which would help the client and the management personnel to understand that this is a particular operation which is problematic, or this is a particular asset which is problematic, and we need to address this. Let's say there's a lot of breakdowns happening and we need to address that this machine has to be switched, otherwise this will affect our efficiency. So these things, that's where our transformation to automation and full data-driven approach is coming up. And there are high operational costs when it comes to asset-heavy industries. There are very high operational costs, and if we don't monitor this and if we don't do a effective transformation to like our product or products like ours, then there's a lot of operational costs, and that is where they are losing. And they have started to understand this asset heavy understand. They are moving forward to transform all their process to an automated driven approach.
Yeah, I think I think everybody in 2024 now is understanding that they are losing a lot of money on the table by not adopting the latest technologies that are actually being very democratic now. Like, it's not just something that is out of reach of their hands, and it is actually easy to get into now.
And like right now, every person has a phone, and our application is there, can be downloaded on their phone. So if a factory personnel has the phone and they can, instead of typing out all the whatever details they have or filling out tick sheets on the application itself, automatically things are getting populated. They just need to do the maintenance, like this has been breakdown, a notification is sent to the maintenance person, they comes and fix it. Now it's so smooth. That's what we provide. That's a grid value.
Yeah, it's at the end of the day, it's time and effort that is saved, which will equate into money.
Yes, time is money.
That is, yes. Okay. So I think we have covered a lot of your professional part. So let's just get some informal information out of you. So starting with, so since you are constantly communicating with people, constantly on calls and everything, so I think the most important device that you have is your phone. So what are your top 5 apps on your phone?
Top 5 apps. It was Swiggy and Zomato for the last 2 months, but I have kept a hold on it, that I've deleted both the apps so that I stop ordering and I go and cook myself.
Whoa.
So right now, yeah, I had to do that. I was burning a lot of money.
Yeah. No, I've seen actually people's I think I was scrolling Twitter the other day and I saw somebody's passbook. They posted this picture of their passbook, and every entry on it out of the last 100 entries was Swiggy or Zomato, and it was concerning.
That's the case. It's very concerning. And if you are in a metro, like a metro city, and it's very easy. You open the app and there is mouth-watering food. So you have to order it.
It is.
That's
It
it.
is.
Yeah, right now I think YouTube is one of my top apps, and I don't know, I might get uh, people might not agree with my opinion, but I like shorts more than reels. So yeah. So YouTube is one of the app, and Grid is one of the app I use mostly
Of course,
on
of
my
course.
phone. And other than that, I guess the UPI apps are there. Then obviously Google and all is there. Instagram was one of the top apps, but I've been off Instagram for a while. And yeah, so four of them I've done. Fifth would be, yeah, I play these games. These when I have a pastime, I play these games which have mental something like you have to solve a puzzle or something like that. Those
Yeah,
games.
okay, okay. Brain
Yeah,
teasers.
brain teasers.
Uh, the
Yeah,
no,
these
but
are the apps.
looking, going from what you've just mentioned, I think you're on a complete digital detox. You've uninstalled
Yes.
Zomato, Swiggy, you've uninstalled Instagram. Like you are on a detox journey right now.
Yeah, dopamine detox.
Yeah, definitely. I think you, but I hope that you are still on LinkedIn and at least liking Grid's
Yeah,
work.
LinkedIn. Yeah, I'm on LinkedIn. I check LinkedIn weekly. I see others who are like there are great stuff posted on LinkedIn, like regarding technology. What is the
Yeah,
upcoming technology? What are the ideas coming up? And what other companies are also looking forward to, which would help us build solutions much better. So that's
yeah.
also part. But in LinkedIn, you get a lot of DMs from people for referral. That's why I don't open it much.
I mean, you will have to open this because your video will be up on LinkedIn, so you'll have to
Yeah,
check it out there. But
definitely, definitely.
yeah. Okay, and I think just before ending, we would also like to know, like, since you are living in Bangalore, you are at Grid's office, and I think your work usually gets over by 5 6 5 6.
Yeah, our work around 6:30 it ends.
So
Yeah.
what does your after work routine look like?
After work routine, firstly getting back home because of the Bangalore traffic is
Mm,
sometimes an hour, sometimes an hour, sometimes more than an hour. On a lucky day, it's less than an hour. And I actually don't live close by to the office. I live in Whitefield and I come to the office,
mm.
and so that way has a lot of traffic. So mostly it is spent on that. If we luckily reach home early, the first thing I get to do is I play FIFA with my roommates. I turn on
Priorities.
the PlayStation. Priorities. We need to have a match. Then
Yeah.
post the match. If that session is good, then we have dinner. And post dinner during dinner we mostly watch some series. So
Mhm.
we all sit together and we make this routine that we have to watch every episode together, so that nobody is ahead of any
Oh,
anyone, and
nice.
everyone has the same context about the story. And we watch some thriller shows. Then it's a nice
What
routine. But when
what's
the show
something that
ends,
you are watching right now?
right now I watched a series called From,
From.
and it is yeah, FROM, from. That's it. And it's really good. It's on Prime, and the thing with that series is that you'll finish 4 seasons, but you won't understand what is happening. That's the thing. You won't get a hint about what is happening. You will be scratching your heads. What's going on? What's going on? It's a very good thriller. But the next season is gonna come up after 2 years, so the wait is long.
I mean, this I hate this trend that these big corporations have started. They've increased the
Yeah,
budgets of the whole thing, and now it can they create timelines that usually span 3 to 4 seasons, and
yeah.
they take 2 to 3 years just to make one season, and it's so frustrating.
It's very frustrating. You kind of think that instead of starting it now, I'll start it after 2 years. But then
Yeah,
what will you do right now? You
it's
have
a
to watch
moral
something.
dilemma.
It's a moral dilemma. True, 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 true. Yeah, after the shows, then again one session of FIFA, then good night.
I think this has to be the most sorted routine I've heard on any episode of Grid Diaries.
It's sorted.
Okay, I think that was really great. Yeah, Jezreel. I think we are about done with this episode, and it was really fun and great having you. Uh, I
Yeah.
I think this episode will be up really soon, so look forward to at least checking your LinkedIn before the weekend this week, and
Yeah, definitely. It was a great
see
time.
you all soon also on the next episode of Grid Diaries.
Thank you, Dhruv. Thank you.
Thanks, Jazreel. Bye bye.